Right friends, welcome back to comprehension and vocabulary. This is 45th session, and as we have already announced, from Monday there will be slight change. On Mondays you will have some sort of grammar sessions. Fridays it will be banking awareness, current affairs. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, these 3 days it will be comprehension from Monday onwards. So, from the next Monday this change will take place, and if you look at this passage for today, it is a battery storage for renewable power, and tomorrow good idea, bad plan. This is with regard to direct benefit transfer for fertilizers. This is with regard to the government's plan of direct benefit transfer for fertilizers, and today we are going to deliberate on battery storage for renewable power, right. So, before understanding it, basically the country's aim nowadays, any country, the aim is to reduce the global warming gases, basically to reduce the carbon emissions. Government has committed through the Paris Pact that it will reduce carbon emissions. They are known as nationally determined contributions, and here carbon emissions per unit of GDP will be reduced by 33 to 35% by 2030 from 2005 levels. That is one part, and the second part is India will achieve 40% of its power capacity through renewable sources, or you can say non-fossil based energy sources. Third one is India will go for massive afforestation, or you can say carbon sink of 2.5 to 3 billion tons of carbon dioxide equivalent will be created by 2030, right. So, these are nationally determined contributions, and what I mean to convey is these are fossil fuel based power plants, or you can say coal based power plants. They release carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas, because of which global temperatures will increase, and now the era of this renewable power came. This is solar, this is wind, these two are known as renewable energy sources, and internationally governments are looking for renewable energy sources. What is the reason? The reason is to reduce carbon emissions. Second important point with regard to use of this renewable power is it is a clean energy, and you may have a doubt what are the disadvantages of renewable power like solar and wind. The basic disadvantages are the power production is intermittent. Power production is intermittent. Whenever sun is there, solar energy will be produced. Whenever wind is there, wind energy will be produced. So, the power produced is intermittent. That is the biggest disadvantage. You may not get power whenever you want, and you cannot use whenever it produces. So, that is the biggest mismatch in renewable energy, and here a solution can be batteries. If this renewable energy can be stored in batteries, then a revolution will be there. So, at a cheaper cost, if this renewable power is stored in batteries, then it may herald a big revolution in the world, and now Elon Musk is working on that. A burst of entrepreneurial energy, a burst means basically a strong wish to do something. All of you are familiar with other meaning, bursting of a balloon. So, that is one meaning. The other meaning is if in the passage burst is used, that indicates strong wish to do something. A burst of startup ecosystem is booming across the country. A burst of startup ecosystem is booming across the country. Burst means a strong desire to do something, that is burst. Then entrepreneur means the person who starts own business to make money, that is the meaning of entrepreneur. So, entrepreneur Here I gave one example of Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the serial entrepreneur who is into reusable rockets, electric vehicles as well as high speed transportation technology, Hyperloop. All of you are familiar with Elon Musk. So, Elon Musk is basically known for serial entrepreneurship. One after the other he is starting, that is why he is called serial entrepreneur, right. So, let us go back to the passage. A burst of entrepreneurial energy, a burst of, that means a strong desire of entrepreneurial energy down under promises to transform the fortunes of renewable power. Transformation, I gave one example. Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana is a classic example of transformation of rural India. So, you have to use this word transformation when there is a major change, when there is major change in the condition to make lives much better, then only you have to use transformation. So, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana is potentially a transformative project of rural India, please do not forget. So, here a burst of entrepreneurial energy down under promises to transform the fortunes of renewable power, to transform the fortunes. Fortunes will be totally transformed in a big way, that is the meaning of this. And why he used this? Why he used it will transform the fortunes of renewable power? Because previously the biggest disadvantage is storage. If storage is there, cheap storage is available through batteries, then certainly renewable power can be the best alternative for coal based power plants. But the biggest problem at present is we do not have mechanism to store this power. It is costly, too costly. So, that is why we are still dependent on coal based energy, right. So, now the entrepreneurial energy down under promises to transform the renewable power in totality. Then path breaking entrepreneur. Why he used path breaking? What is the meaning of path breaking? Path breaking means if someone is bent upon doing innovative things, when people are looking at innovative things, altogether new. If someone invented something altogether new, that is a path breaking achievement. If you are making some changes to the existing system, you cannot say it as path breaking. Path breaking means altogether new, innovative, then only you have to use path breaking. The path breaking research on reusable rockets is going to reduce the cost of launching satellites substantially. Elon Musk is associated with reusable rockets. The path breaking research on reusable rockets is going to reduce the cost of launching satellites substantially. Elon Musk, he is now behind this storage of energy through batteries. Renewable energy is going to be stored in batteries. He is doing research, or you can say he is establishing a factory which stores electricity in lithium ion batteries in Australia. So, that is all about this editorial. Then electric vehicles through Tesla Motors. Elon Musk is a pioneer in this electric vehicles. Then he is behind this Falcon 9 rocket. Falcon 9 rocket is basically with a view to be reusable. The rocket can be reused for launching satellites. Then Hyperloop, this is high speed transportation technology. High speed transportation technology is Hyperloop. Here pod like vehicles can run at 1200 kilometers per hour. So, the path breaking why he used is because he is known for innovative entrepreneurship, right. So, that is why he used path breaking. Do not use path breaking for each and every enterprise. path-breaking entrepreneur Elon Musk, Tesla, that means he is known for Tesla Motors, which is a pioneer in manufacturing electric vehicles, is reportedly setting up, because as per the news reports, he is reportedly setting up a 100 megawatt hour power battery storage capacity in South Australia in 100 days flat. So, he is going to establish this 100 megawatt hour power battery storage in South Australia in just 100 days. It would be, that means it is going to be the world's largest utility scale power storage at an attractive cost. He is adding something to substantiate the viewpoint. He is adding something. It would be the world's largest utility scale power storage at an attractive cost. The cost will be attractive and slated to greatly boost renewable energy. As I have already told you, when power storage is available at lesser cost, it will give boost to renewable energy, right. So, it is slated to means it is going to happen in future, it is going or scheduled, planned. So, here I gave one example, the visit of Bangladesh Prime Minister to India is slated in April 2017, is scheduled in April 2017, is planned in April 2017. So, slated means scheduled or planned, and boost means basically to increase or improve, that is one meaning. Second meaning is encourage or help. So, to increase or improve, liberalization has given boost to the Indian economy in many ways. So, the action of Elon Musk of establishing storage facility will give boost to renewable power. Slated, that means planned to give boost. It is going to give big boost to renewable power, right. So, it will encourage renewable power. Also notable is the fact that Musk is leveraging scale economies to drive down the costs of electrical power storage. He is leveraging. Leverage, two meanings are there. Previously I explained, the company which is having lot of debt in comparison to equity, in comparison to their ownership. If loans are more, then that company is known as highly leveraged company. Highly leveraged company means when the debt is much more than equity, that is known as highly leveraged company. Here the meaning of leverage is basically using the resource, using the available resource in order to achieve something better. So, using the available resource, that is leveraging scale economies, that means he is betting on scaling it up, that means he is leveraging on scale economies, that means bigger one he is planning. Scaling up means planning in much bigger way. So, Musk is leveraging scale economies, that means in much bigger way he is planning. Why he is planning in a bigger way? Basically to reduce the costs. When something is planned in much bigger way, the costs will be reduced. So, here Elon Musk is leveraging scale economies to drive down. To drive down means to reduce the costs of electric power storage. So, here drive down means to cause something to decrease rapidly, then only you have to use drive down. The research and development in solar modules, these are solar panels, the research and development in solar modules is driving down the cost of solar energy. Previously, it used to be 10 rupees, 15 rupees per unit. Recently, it came down to 3 rupees per unit. So, this was made possible because of research and development in solar modules. So, driving down means to cause something to decrease rapidly, that is driving down. So, here what Elon Musk is doing? Elon Musk is planning in much bigger way to reduce the costs drastically, right. So, it will drive down, that means it will reduce the costs of electric power storage. So, drive down means when something is reduced drastically or rapidly. When something is decreased rapidly, then only use drive down. Then the ballpark figure, sometimes in economy you will come across this word. The ballpark figure means the approximate figure, then only rough estimation, because we do not know about the actual cost at this juncture, we know about only approximate cost. So, the approximate figure slated is $250 per kilowatt hour as capital expenditure and about $0.3 per kilowatt hour as operational expenditure. So, any project involves capital expenditure, that means purchasing of capital assets, that means purchasing of batteries, then operational expenditure is there, maintenance expenditure is there, that is operational expenditure. So, here the ballpark figure, approximate figure, or you can say rough figure, that is known as ballpark. The ballpark figure is around $16 billion for Mumbai Ahmedabad the bullet train project. Then reports says that the Australia facility where the storage batteries he is going to install would use conventional lithium ion batteries. He is going to use lithium ion batteries. Conventional means normal way, accepted way, traditional way, simple way. So, all this gives meaning of conventional. So, conventional means traditional way, ordinary way, accepted way. So, this is known as conventional. I give one example, power generation through thermal power plants is an example of a conventional mode of power generation, right. So, reports says that the Australia facility would use conventional, that means traditional, right. So, ordinary you can say, there is not much innovation, that means what I mean to convey is the present day standard is something different. People are looking at innovative means for storage, but the traditional only he is using. The point here is he is using traditional lithium ion batteries, for which Tesla is joining hands with Panasonic. So, Tesla is going to have some business arrangement with the Panasonic. Joining hands means having some business arrangements, right. So, here lithium ion batteries and these are vanadium flow batteries. These are lithium ion battery and vanadium flow batteries, and as per the passage world over now, but costs should fall much further. So, for the lithium ion batteries here costs should fall much further, and there is a paradigm shift in the offing. Paradigm shift, what is the meaning of paradigm shift? Paradigm shift means which is something away from normal way. Previously we used to carry cash, we used to take cash for each and every transaction, but now we are using digital transactions. We are just swiping our cards, we are making payments through internet banking. So, there is a paradigm shift in the spending pattern as far as digital transactions are concerned in our country. So, paradigm shift from cash based transactions to digital mode of transaction, this is known as paradigm shift. That means a situation in which the usual and accepted way of doing the things changes completely. So, paradigm shift in the offing means which is likely to happen sometime in the future. World over, a big shift towards electric vehicles is in the offing. So, happening at some time in the future, possible or likely to happen soon, that is in the offing. So, here as per the passage, please read this sentence. There is a paradigm shift, total shift in the offing which is going to come up in the future in battery storage technology. What is it? In battery storage technology, vanadium flow batteries. Vanadium flow batteries, please look into this picture. So, lithium ion batteries are going to be replaced by vanadium flow batteries. They are promising to quite dramatically reduce the operational expenditure for electric storage. It appears future is going to be vanadium flow batteries. So, they will dramatically reduce. Dramatic means totally sudden or unexpected thing. Here I gave one example. Tamil Nadu politics took a dramatic turn as Sasikala Natarajan was convicted in disproportionate assets case. So, dramatically means which is something unexpected. So, dramatically. So, it will not be on the expected lines, it is going to reduce sharply in future. So, it promises to quite dramatically reduce. No one expected that this much will be reduced. It is going to reduce dramatically the operational expenditure of electric storage to only about $0.05 per kilowatt hour, which would amount to grid parity tariffs here in rupees, which would be amount to grid parity tariffs. Grid parity means you are getting electricity to the common grid. So, we are paying something 5 rupees, 6 rupees per unit. So, when we use vanadium flow batteries, the cost will come to equal to grid parity tariffs. Note that the sheer intermittency of renewable energy, solar or wind power, as I have already told you, sheer intermittency. I have already told you solar power, this is electric grid. Please understand, this is electric grid, or you can say one is totally connected. So, if you are getting electricity, that is made possible because of interconnection of the grid. Then sheer has got two meanings. One is the waterfall has a sheer drop, or you can say extremely steep, and the sheer meaning is emphasis on greatness or importance, right. So, here please get back to the passage. Note that the sheer intermittency of renewable energy, as I have already told you, solar or wind power, makes battery storage crucial, very important. So, battery storage is crucial, or you can say very, very important when you look at solar power or wind power, with operational expenditure currently put at upwards of 30 cents per kilowatt hour, right. But this essentially ends up tripling the effective cost of renewable power generation, not counting evacuation costs. So, here the basic problem with this solar power or wind power is battery storage crucial. Without battery storage, it is not possible to rely on solar or wind power, and at present the currently operational expenditure is 30 cents per kilowatt hour, but this essentially ends up tripling the effective cost of renewable power generation here, because this is at present storage costs are 30 cents per kilowatt hour, and because of this high cost of storage, now the cost of power because of solar or wind, because of high cost of these batteries is coming to high cost of this 30 cents per unit expenditure, it is coming to 3 times the cost in comparison to the power through coal or so, right. So, now finally, the costs are to be reduced for storage, that is the essence of this paragraph. Then if you look at the next one, this is the vanadium flow batteries are fully containerized, they are carried in containers and non-flammable, that means they do not catch fire easily, and reusable systems which discharge 100% of the stored energy. So, they discharge 100% of whatever you are storing. So, this is about vanadium flow batteries. They also do not degrade for more than 20 years, and up to 20 years they normally do not degrade and seem eminently scalable. Scalable means you can make or establish a big project. That is the meaning of scalable. If you want to store some 100 megawatt, 200 megawatt, so that is scalable. Eminent means one meaning is famous, respected or important. So, in this particular context they are eminently scalable, or one important characteristic he is emphasizing. Scalable means a business which can grow successfully larger with the same methodology or with the same resources. Scalable is very important in economy. Scalable means this tech related companies are normally scalable. So, once you establish e-commerce platform, it can be scalable to any extent. So, tech related companies are normally scalable. So, he is talking about the vanadium flow batteries. They are eminently scalable up to 50 megawatt, 100 megawatt. He has not indicated any figure, but I am taking it as an example. But currently, the only V-flow battery is in Washington state in US of 8 megawatt hour capacity, built using a proprietary molecule as electrolyte. So, here that proprietary, so somebody designed it and proprietary molecule as electrolyte was used it in the United States, and in Washington state it is available. Then proactive policies and multilateral initiatives can well rev up storage capacity. Here proactive policies, that means the governments on their own should take actions, that is proactive. On your own you have to act, that is known as proactive. So, proactive policies and multilateral initiatives. Multilateral means maybe 3 countries, 4 countries, maybe 3 organizations, 4 organizations coming together. If 2 are coming together, it is bilateral. If 4, 3 or more than that is coming together, it is multilateral. So, what the article is suggesting is proactive approach by the governments. At the same time, multilateral tie-ups among various countries, they will rev up. What is the meaning of rev up? Rev up means to become more and more active. So, to make something or some project more and more active is revving up. So, here Reliance is this renewable energy. Basic problem at present is storage. If storage is ensured at least possible cost, then this renewable energy can be used 24/7 basis, right? Then carbon emissions can be further reduced. So, this is the crux of this editorial. So, tomorrow we are going to deliberate on direct benefit transfer on fertilizers at 12 noon. So, please do join for other discussions also. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thanks a lot.